I'm not sure.
Go to order. Pledge to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the
What's the town of, New Chicago roll call?
Vice President Anderson,
Here.
President Gibson,
Here.
Member Greco,
Those the deed.
Member Swallow,
Here.
Member Sweeto.
Here.
Don't do. Yeah, you see what's on, let me know.
Thank you.
June 10th, public hearing minutes, need approval for those.
What do you say? Can't hear him.
Need a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Second made. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. June 10th, 2026. Town council meeting minutes, need approval.
I'll make that a motion. I'll approve those minutes.
Motion made. Second for that.
I'll second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Payment of bills, town water sewer for June. I need a motion to pay the bills.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made. Need a second. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion made. Carried. Funds and appropriation report for June 26th. Need a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Motion made. Need a second.
I'll second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Correspondence, clerk treasurer.
Okay, just to remind everybody, I have State Board of Accounts School Island Conference, beginning on Sunday, June 12th. It will end on, not July 12th, I'm sorry, and it will end on July 16th. It is in Michigan City at Bleach Casino, so I do not stay in a hotel,
Good.
which saves the town money, which is very good. So I will be driving here, all next week, beginning Sunday. So, I just wanted to remind the council of that. And then also, I have a few other points. We will be closing the town hall office, water department office. We're thinking now July 27th to the first week of August. We were going to try to close it earlier, but because the drywall wasn't drying, they didn't have enough air going through there. It's preventing us from moving in. And also the bids for the bonds are going to Cinder Dalton on July 17th, and that's the bond for the new town hall. Each one of you, I believe the town manager put a list of banks in there that will be bidding, and those are approved banks. We do not need to have a public hearing for that. And then, the bills. So a lot of the customers that are in books 8 to 13 did not receive their water bills. And this was not due to the girls in the office. Those bills were taken to the post office a day early. Post office did not deliver them. We were told that once they go to Hobart, they get sent to Bolingbrook in Illinois or Bedford. I can't remember which one she said. And then they get sent back and then they were delivered. That's what she was told when she went in today. So the girls are getting phone calls from people, and some people don't understand that it's not their fault, it's the post office.
Yeah, but I don't think we can charge them a late fee because of this.
Well, because on the back of the water bill, it states that we are not responsible.
Yeah, but I don't
For the
think
post
that's right. So
Well, they've been charged.
Okay, let me ask you something on the, when they take those cards and those bills into the post office, Diane usually puts a label in the
Mhm.
front. That is
There is,
still being
yeah.
going, okay, and it's correct.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So
Uh,
this happened, last year where the bills were lost and nobody received their bills.
Well, that was because that card wasn't right in there. They weren't putting it right, and the post office didn't even know how to do it either
Yeah, this
at
was,
that time.
everything's right though, going.
But personally, myself, I don't think we should charge them late charge. That should be up to the council.
Right, so.
So,
I don't think we should charge them later. Yeah.
Then I'll tell the girls.
let's take a single
So what
vote.
about the water
Gotta have a
customers that have
motion,
paid
yeah.
penalties?
We gotta have a motion for that.
I know, Jim, I know, but Tammy's still talking. I don't know, Tammy.
Maybe
What-
we take them off or give it credit.
Give it credit
Can you credit their account?
for next month.
I'll have to go back and talk to Sue tomorrow about that.
Well, we have final vote on that. We have final say.
How they're going to do it with Anston, with the
Well-
software.
Yeah, that I don't know either. So, but they can do it. But,
Okay.
okay, Jim, you want to make the motion to approve the,
Need a motion for that, if that's what,
I'll make a
What's the motion?
motion that we don't charge late
to a
fees.
late fees? Do I need a second on that?
I'll second.
Second made, motion carried.
All in favor,
Oh, no,
say
you
aye.
got in favor. All in favor, say aye.
aye,
Any opposed? Motion carried. No late fees then.
yeah.
Okay, I'll let them know tomorrow.
Oh,
And that's all I have.
Okay,
Thank you, Tammy.
You're welcome.
Ordinance none, resolution.
Okay. Resolution 2026-02. This is an amendment to resolution 2022-01. This is
yeah.
interfund transfer for sewer. The O and M fund will contribute $5,000 per month to the sinking fund. The sewer O and M will contribute $1,500 per month to the sewer depreciation fund beginning July 2026. This is, I believe all of you received a copy of the sewer rate increases from Berry Sanitation. And this,
I don't think the increase was on there. That, I know they're gonna increase it,
Yeah.
but I didn't think the amount was in there.
so we're just moving interfund transfer, you know, I'm just amending this, what Dorothy had, the previous clerk treasurer
Mhm.
before, we're just increasing it.
So, okay, because on the paper, there was not a dollar amount of what it was gonna be
Oh, okay.
that I saw.
Yeah, we're just increasing this interfund.
do we need a motion?
Motion to,
No, you,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's just,
wait, wait, wait. Need a motion for that?
oh, man,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
as a resolution, we need a
need a motion for resolution 2026-02.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made, need a second. Second made. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Resolution 2026-02 passed. Police,
Good evening, everyone. You also already have a, document in front of you, telling our, report for the month. Again, I would, again, like to, express my gratitude to you all for that, so, now that I'm here in person, thank you all again. Personnel update, so far, we have added and or returned 5 personnel to the agency, with a possible 6 more who will be going through the pre-basic course and at the end of this month, which shows us a major increase in staffing. In addition to that, we have had a major decrease in payroll, and overtime reduction. The last 2 pay periods, we averaged about 54 hours reduction. This current pay period, we reduced 120 hours in overtime alone, which is about $4,000 to $5,000 in savings in a single pay period. As of right now, we are projected to continue that long term. So that's my hope, is that will continue to go in the same direction. For our June enforcement activities, we show a total of 125 total citations, 27 state citations, 57 local ordinances, 41 warnings, 9 tolls, and 5 arrests. Vehicle and fleet updates, we were able to add 3 vehicles to our fleet in exchange for trading in 2, one of which had excessive miles, well over 100,000 miles a second, having motor problems. In that exchange, we got 2 vehicles and we ended up with 3, which was an amazing deal, using some of that funding that the council was already aware that we had put up. We are currently working with a decal shop right on Central Avenue. I'm showing some mock-ups to the police commission so that they can see what that looks like. We're waiting now just to get quotes back. That shop is about $600 cheaper per vehicle in comparison to some other places that we have previously done business with. In addition to that, I have suspended all salvage bin inspections for the time being until we complete some additional contact with the Indiana State Police, as well as some training that I would like to do with the guys. And we are conducting a 100% department inventory at this time, make sure that we have an accurate inventory and asset list that can be presented to you all, as well as the police commission. It's taken quite a bit of time because there's just so many things that are going on at this time. But we're working to get them done. I think we are moving pretty well. If I do need support, we'll reach out to you guys to let you know if there's anything that comes up that needs major support and some type of resolution to resolve it. In addition to that, we purchased just some storage cabinets and safes and things like that to make sure that we are storing and doing things properly, moving ahead from this point forward, just to make sure that we cover everybody's liability and other things during this process. Pending any questions, that's all I have.
And that, will I say, is no expense to the town. That is all out of the donation funds.
Which part?
The cars and the storage units. You took that all out of that 89,000, right?
Correct.
Okay. Did you say you had more people coming, new officers?
Correct.
How many?
We have 5 who have returned and a potential 6 more.
Okay. Are they paid officers or not?
Of those, the majority of those are reserve officers.
Okay.
The people who are in those paid positions are people who have already been with the department. They just move from reserve status into paid officers.
They can only have 5 paid officers, Lloyd.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how we are with that. And did we document the background checks and all that?
Absolutely.
Thank
So
you.
every person on the department knew, as well as people who are already here, went through fingerprinting and IDAX checks again, as well as background, so that we can have those on file. We worked with our IDAX coordinator to make sure we ran new triple I's on everybody. Everybody on the department had to be.
And did you give that information to the commissioners, police commissioners?
So we have a stored local file that police commission, yourself, or the council, if they would like to review it.
Okay. So all in all, everything's going to be documented from start to finish about every officer.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that, given our last issues. I guess one other issue is the past chief Mayo is coming in to supposedly coming in next week to come in and bring back everything that he has in his possession still. Thank you. Very nice work. I said very nice work.
Thank you.
Okay, let me ask a question, Lloyd. When he comes in, Goffin, you and who else is going to be there? I don't want you or any one officer with him alone.
Yeah, then
I'm gonna
we'll
be there.
myself, Attorney Mullen, and there's 1 or 2 other people.
And his attorney as well, and we'll make sure the meeting's recorded.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. We're not taking any chances with that.
Thank you, Chief Cal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Police Commission?
I have much, but good evening. First, I want to formally thank Chief Goffin for everything he's been doing in the department, starting out very nicely. So thanks again, Chief, for all your hard work. And also just wanted to formally thank Chief and Officer Lodalzo for securing the vehicles that we desperately needed. Very good to see that we're getting some good vehicles that we can, we're hopefully. And, you know, he pretty much covered everything we covered in our meeting on Monday night. And, we have to just, we're trying to move forward in the best way possible.
I do have a question. What type of warranty do these vehicles have?
So they all are, the two of them are brand new, the third is still under factory warranty as well, but they all have long term.
3 years or 50,000? Okay.
And I'd like to thank you too, because I see this towing only 9. That's very nice compared to what it's been in this little town.
Thank you, John. Meyer? That's me.
And just want the council to know, as of today, we had 157 calls for emergency service. And we are waiting a call on the grant we applied for. And once again, a big thank you to Captain Jim Henson and the Fire Department, Court Treasurer Tammy for their hard work on this grant. If we're successful, we're going to Wheatfield Fire Department. They have purchased 2 vehicles from a company in North Dakota that we're looking at. There's one there that we want to look at and see if we want to purchase or not. The main problem we have, naturally, is will it fit in our fire station?
Yeah,
This is extremely difficult to fit a new 2026 fire truck into a 1952 fire station. It don't work. So we hate the idea of cutting back, but unfortunately, if we have to, we will. So, and we understand the financial situation in the town. We understand all that. But we're gonna do the best we can with what we got. Thank you all the town folk and council and everything for all your support.
yeah, Joe, at last month's meeting, we got a copy of that one truck. Is that out of the question yet?
Not yet.
Okay,
That might be,
that one will fit into the station.
yes, it's not what we want, but
You want one better. Okay, good.
we have our eyes on the one from North Dakota. And we found out by contacting the company that they just sold 2 of them to Wheatfield Fire Department. So
Oh, really?
Wheatfield spent $1 million on 2 fire trucks. And if we are successful in getting this grant, which is over $500,000, which is quite a bit, I'm going to Wheatfield, take a look and see what they got over there, so, and talk to them, and thank you for your support, that's all I have, thank you.
Okay, Jim.
When will you know, Joe, about that grant? Do you have any idea? Or,
Well, soon,
okay,
they're talking about the first part of July, but we're taking in the holiday in there, you know.
oh, okay, okay.
So.
So by next month, maybe we'll know?
We should hear something here very soon.
Okay.
I'm waiting on a phone call every day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Town manager? No report. Park board?
Hello. Maureen, bringing the parks report, I'm going to do the ordinance for that cast out to reappropriate the building fund.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
in front of all of you, I placed a ordinance to reappropriate money in our building fund. We have received our money back from the CDBG, so the money is now in there. We just can't touch it again until reappropriated. This is the first reading. We will have to do a second reading and advertise it for the August meeting. So, if you guys approve the first reading tonight. Ordinance 2026-12, an ordinance of Town of New Chicago, Lake County, Indiana, authorizing additional appropriations in the 2026 budget, park other capital outlays. Where it has been determined that it is now necessary to appropriate more money than was originally appropriated in the annual budget in the parks other capital outlays of the parks, and whereas the town council is aware that the fund currently holds sufficient cash balance to support the requested additional appropriation, Now therefore be ordained by the council of the town of New Chicago, Lake County, Indiana, that it is hereby provided and ordered for the expenses of the taxing unit, the following additional sum of money is appropriated out of the fund name, subject to law, the same. Fund 4403, Park Other Capital Outlays. Amount requested is $35,073.12. The total, again, being $35,073.12. This ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage. One thing I do want to also state, this isn't actually a taxpayer funded fund. This is money that the parks has raised over the years. So there's not actually anything taxpayer funded, it's just, we have to go through the motion to state board to make that happen. So I would like to, Jimmy, if you can ask for a motion.
Yes, I ask for a motion for ordinance number 2026-12.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made, need a second?
I'll second.
Second made, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried for 2026-12 ordinance.
Order for it.
Alrighty, and thank you to the council for letting us have that money there. Thank you. Basic report here for you guys. This ended Lunch and Learn on July 3rd. And we're very grateful to the River Forest Food Services, the library, and Shirley Hines for their participation this year. It was disrupted by water and more water on several occasions in extreme heat, but it still was go. We have taken care of the tree that was on the telecom lines on Lake Park Friend Boulevard. The pond overflow is still an ongoing issue that we can't do anything about right now until the water recedes some and we can check if we're having drainage issues, but we suspect the problem is more widespread than that. I want to thank John Squires and Public Works for their heroic efforts in helping us maintain all three parks this year. We are with replacing the blessing box. We have in mind for that, we just need to know where to relocate it at the new town hall. And we will be also moving ahead on installing a water fountain at Twin Oaks Park. We're planning to remove the snack shack by the end of October. So we have voted to our refrigerator, which we purchased 2 years ago, to town hall for the break room. So anytime somebody wants to come and get that, we'll get it emptied out and wiped down and send it on its way. In May, we submitted a letter of intent to Legacy Foundation for the Love Where You Live grant, which is a very competitive submission. We were advanced to the final round. We're one of 12 organizations that did put in a request for funding from more than 50 submissions. So we feel really happy about that. We're requesting $170,000 to renovate the basketball court. I just want to say thanks as always to the town council, the town manager, and Public Works for their support of the sport. Thank you.
Thank you. Planning Commission,
No meeting tonight.
sewer,
Sewer, there's nothing, what on sewer, everything is operating as it should.
streets,
Greetings. Cutting and filling the potholes started as of last month. As time permits, previously stated, holes will be repaired, not layers, holes will be repaired. Okay, along with potholes, chipping will also be done. And as previously stated, and it's posted and told the people of the town, if you have leaves out and they're yet to be picked up, understand that the leaves and branches have to be separated from each other and any debris in there. That's why your tiles are still out there, because it's mixed with stuff and not picked up. The policy has been in effect for years. Either separate branches from leaves
or they will be left. Because we're not gonna damage our equipment and tear everything up, because then you gotta ask for money, and then they're gonna wonder where the money came from, and, Facebook will be live and jumping. And so, in order to stop that, take the time to separate your stuff, and they will get picked up. Okay, that's all for streets.
Oh, I have something to add. Sorry. Due to the recent legislative changes, NDOT will be issuing the next call for projects for CCMG September 1st. It will close on September 1st and 5 p.m. or I'm sorry, I can't read right. So it'll open on September 1st and it will remain open until Wednesday, September 30th, and will close at 5 p.m. Eastern. So if everybody could get a list of their streets together that they'd like to submit. We're already working with Gavin Marsh on this, so looks pretty good.
Everybody needs to look at their own wards.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, the appearance horrible.
Same
They
thing,
can work on it.
water,
Water. Radio reads have started this month with the meters that have been retrofitted, meters that have been changed to fit with the new system. As time permits, meter changes out, as well as head changes will continue until changes are completed. All right, as part of the ongoing training of the new Chicago Water Department, I reached out to a private contractor to allow myself and possibly another employee of the new Chicago Water Department to participate and assist in the valve installation and connection of pipe and so on and so forth for training. So to promote self-sufficiency and less outsourcing for our water department and to save the town money. And if they're trained and they know how to do it, we don't have to call in a company to come in and do it. We know how to do it. And that's all for water.
Is that for the new, is that for the new, radio reads? Is that what you?
Yeah, the first part, yes, absolutely. We're still retrofitting because, I mean, with anything new that you put in there,
Just takes a while.
upstairs, they gotta learn how to do their job while we do ours. And then when we catch up and everybody gets on the same page, we can start changing more out and more on.
Okay.
Until, like I said, everything is all ready to go. We drive down the street and it goes right up to the office and they bill it. And there's no human error. It's all computerized, it sits right there. So why is there so much read in there? I don't know. We're talking to the computer. It went through the sheet. It went through the head. So that eliminate all.
Okay.
stormwater,
MS. The sinkhole on Ohio return due to all the excessive water. We addressed it. And we just need a nice solid week of no water, rain, anything like that. Because we have to physically go down there and cap it and cement it. Because it leaks down the side and that's what creates a sinkhole. It's not a major thing. It's not a thoroughfare or anything else like that. It's on the side of Ohio where nobody drives. But, we fill it in so no one, any danger, we're not liable for anyone getting hurt or anything else like that. But to fix it correctly, we need that window so we can get there and fix it correctly. So I'm also in planning still, at the time, putting in a dry well on Illinois, Madison. Because as I said last, I think, several meetings ago, it runs down the hill on Madison and right into a guy's garage. So we can do something as a town to help it. Why it wasn't done in the past, I don't know. That's not my problem. My problem is not dealing with it. So I spoke to the gentleman, the homeowner and everything else like that, and that's the solution I came up with. And he's very happy with that. We just got, again, we just got to get the time.
Well, yeah, and that's our obligation as a town because we cannot have the water going into his
He
garage.
put his house in a very good spot.
Well, that was years ago, Robert. It happened a long time ago. I know what house you're doing.
We can try to help, and that's exactly.
Yeah,
what we're
yeah,
trying to do.
exactly.
We're trying to help him do the right thing.
And you got any more on MS4? We had spoken to Reggie, go ahead.
Spoke to the person that's, I forgot the name of the company, but the lady that's doing this writing. She's rewriting our ordinances so we can amend it. So we can have stricter guidelines and also be able to levy fines against violators for illicit discharges and creating messes in front of their houses and doing this and doing that. Like where? Well, that, I mean, it's all that, because it all goes down to the river. It's water, it goes in there, and then it goes out to the outfall and pollutes the river. It's all interconnected. Everything is like that. And, you know, that's more of the streets department. Like I said, we got 4 people that work here, and I can't be everywhere at one time. And literally, I tax next week that I have to put in for new construction in Lake Station, and I'm not making any excuses. Believe me, either I want to do good things in the first place and make it look decent, so people can actually be proud of where they live. But, you know, I'm only one person, I got 3 other guys, and when they're stretched out this way, this way, this way, and a lot of people that live here don't seem to understand, there's 45 miles of water territory that I'm responsible for. And I have to be literally in unincorporated area 5 minutes, and then 20 minutes later, I'm in Hobart over on Union Street dealing with another problem. So it's the nature of the beast. It's the poison I pick. I'm not complaining, but they gotta understand, things are bigger than just one little 7/8 mile. Okay?
But we have the ordinances are ready. It's just that Robert and I have had no time to sit with her to go over them. But they are ready to go,
But,
hopefully next week.
yeah, hopefully next time the council, excuse me. Hopefully next time the council meets, we'll have it all ready for everyone that they can look it over and everything else like that, so we can, you know, get it on the books, so we can start doing something about it.
Once the new meters are in place, it should free up more time though, because you're not reading meters.
Once like I said, once everyone learns the system, it's a learning curve.
Yeah, everybody's gonna learn, but you'll have more time to teach, and because of not reading meters, which would be so,
It's a little bit hard. But in theory, you're correct, okay, but it's a little bit more difficult. We got our system was over 49% badgers, and those physically have to be changed. So you just think that over 1,000 meters with person, and 1%, if they bust their, you know what, all day long, can do 10 of them. So you figure that out, since, you know, I can sit here and tell you this, and people truly don't understand. You think it's easy, like, oh, just go in there and change it and it's all right. You're loosening a bolt, a pipe, you got to rebuild that whole pin. And then you're stuck there for a whole day.
And some of them are so old that does
Just change
happen.
one today. You know, and the skis, that's what we call the skis. Those guys, we call them radiators on it. They're fittings that were in there from the 40s.
I know, I worked on it, you know.
Okay.
Nobody touched it for 60 years.
Exactly, and I got something handed to me that wasn't maintained correctly, and now I'm fixing it correct
Okay.
the best I can, and like I said, I pick the poison, I'm not complaining, it's my job, and I'm gonna do it the very best I can.
Thank you, Robert. New business? No business? New business? Legal report?
Yeah, yesterday Tammy sent me a request that I thought was very unusual. According to the Indiana Access Records Act. And it requested, I am requesting any documents that details payments to vendors issued for goods and contracted professional services rendered to the town of New Chicago from 1/1/22 through February 28, 2026. This document may be referred to as an accounts payable summary check. What's really interesting about that, we just got a brand new, on July 1st, Indiana Access to Public Records Act. And one of the things they're concerned with is phishing. The very first hypothetical on this act that's been handed out says, I'm formally requesting a spreadsheet containing the information on every purchase made from 2021 to present. That's exactly like what the state of Indiana believes is a phishing request. So I'm not very familiar with this act. It just got brought in on July 1st of this year. So I think we may take some time and really check the credentials of that person, especially to make sure that we are not sending them all kinds of details of people's lives. And, so we're going to see if we can respond to that. I have some real misgivings about a request that's broad and that deep and, may contain some very personal information.
Yeah, I was uncomfortable with that request. And I received a phone call today from somebody that stated they were with Google and that Google updated their browsers and they wanted to set up a meeting with us. So I referred them to Bucher Tech and I spoke with Zach from Bucher Tech today and he said, yes, I did the right thing. He said that more than likely they're just, they would want to remote in and then he said they can install software in there and it wouldn't be good. So he said I did the right thing.
Yeah.
Very much good.
Yes, I told him, I said, sure, you can speak to our IT security. I'll give you their phone number.
Well, anytime you're in doubt,
Oh,
Tammy, you just
Yeah.
know. Okay.
And that's it for the legal reports.
Thank you, Louis. Announcements? None. Any other business come before council?
I do.
Okay, John.
Actually, in regards to what Lloyd was just talking about with the new Access to Public Records Act, I'm actually the one that passed that out tonight. So I did actually read over that somewhat, and I saw the same thing you did on page 7. Anything per this document, anything that is found to be data scraping, phishing, or anything of that nature, we can deny. We do not have to fulfill it. But we do have to report that denial to the office of the OPAC. I can't remember the actual what it stands for, but it's Public Access Council. So if we do fulfill it, they still recommend letting them know that it's fulfilled also. There's also a new statute in this where we have to do an annual report to the office, to OPAC. I'm not going to say that full name every time. Just basically letting them know how many public records requests we got for that year or for that reporting period.
Okay.
And, how many were fulfilled, how many were denied, etc. They have to now work with all of the local agencies and report that to the state legislature each year. One of the other things this allows for is a supplemental fee for out-of-state and automated requests. It also allows for the setup of an electronic request system that could be put in place to where it'll have the CAPTCHA, where it'll, certain websites you'll go to log in and it'll say, select which pictures have a bicycle, that type of thing. Keep the box, theoretically.
Would you be able to set up this kind of portal? Because I have no idea how to do that.
Well, that's why I was gonna pass it out to the council tonight. I'd like you guys to read over this. I've kind of went through and highlighted certain sections in my copy just from today, just certain things, but if you would like me to try and set something up like that, let me know. I will see if our current hosting provider is able to, facilitate that, which it should be able to.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
It's just dangerous times now with anybody's
Yeah.
information.
and if we can still streamline it more, people can just go right to the town website, put in a request. It can be emailed directly to the clerk or whoever it needs to go to. There's a lot we can do with what they've passed.
Yeah.
To not only make our lives easier, but, Amy's life a little easier, Lloyd's life a little easier. So,
We get all kinds of requests here. I don't know if you know.
yeah, I don't
They're
even,
usually about specific incidents.
okay,
Some beef with the police or something like that, or what happened, or they want all the film or something, which I don't have an issue with, of an arrest.
Yeah.
Get a lot of these. But that kind of request I've never received until Tammy said that.
yeah, and it's kind of convenient that's, that someone told me a little data scraping went on, because this is a public document right from the state's website. Someone told me that, a little data scraping went on, and someone went, I'm gonna send this out to a bunch of towns. I guarantee we're not the only ones trying out. So, yeah, definitely read this over in your free time, and if you guys want me to try and do it, let me know and I'll.
We do. That's just not information a normal person would act.
Right.
no,
It's usually specific to an incident, somebody thinks somebody's stealing or spending too much, and it's narrow, not this kind of, I want to know everything that you want from everybody. That's,
So that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Joe. Any other business come before the council? Oh, that was that. Thank you. Open forum?
One thing real quick, Mr. President,
Yes.
I forgot to announce during the, fire department thing. Tammy, you may already be aware of this, but in Indianapolis, they voted and they passed. Now, as you know, current clothing allowance for volunteer fire department, $200 a year. Well, they just passed it. It's going to be now $250 a year.
so everything's gone up?
that's nothing.
Yeah.
They really give the volunteer fire department nothing throughout the years.
Oh, they're trying to do away with them, that's why.
It's a little tidbit. Oh, yeah, that's in the work.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Comments from the board?
I do have a comment. I've been sitting here through this whole meeting. And Jim, do you have something to say to the council?
No, I do not.
Because I haven't heard nothing. You no longer live in your ward. You live in Dave Anderson's ward.
Can you
Would
prove
you-
that?
Yes, because the grandson's living across the street. Jim, it's illegal. I called downstate. It is illegal.
I am
Did you tell
still,
somebody?
I have not moved yet.
You have to, Jim. You don't live there.
I still got a bed there, Sharon.
What,
Over
make it
there
red,
cutting
your
grass,
clothes,
maintain
everything
the
you
house.
moved out, everything you moved out. Jim, why are you trying to do this? It's
No.
illegal. It's not right.
No.
That's wrong. Have you told anybody? Tammy, did you know about it?
Cause I ain't completely moved yet. When I do,
You
I
are
will.
completely.
no, I'm not. Now, Sharon, I'm not gonna argue with you. I am not. Now, if you wanna send the police over there, I can control them. I can got,
I'll
I
just
can
call
control them.
Indianapolis again and tell them.
Yep, send them up.
Cause I called them, the division of
I
the,
got over there, my grandson.
you are, he
Have you
lives
seen me
there.
over there cutting grass?
No,
Cutting grass? Have you seen me over there doing any
No.
work, Robert?
Justin,
Huh? No, I
her
have.
grandson, Melanie's grandson is cutting
I've
grass.
been over there also.
You
I was over there
there,
yesterday.
you
You wasn't
take
home, Sharon.
Probably take
I ain't gonna
your
argue
lunch
with you.
or
I make a
breakfast.
motion to adjourn.
You do not live there, Jim. That is not right. That is not right. You do not live there. You live at, you do not live on that ward. You live
All
in.
in favor, say aye.
That's not
I
right.
didn't hear what was.
motion to adjourn.
Oh, okay,
That's wrong. That's dead wrong.
okay.
That's rotten. That is dead wrong. I'm going to call Indian.
Please do.
I will, Jim. I will. Don't think I won't. He already